You know my bag collection and my love of Yorkies, but in this video, get to know the girl behind the bags. Hey guys, it's Mandy. Welcome to my channel, Just One More Bag 01, where luxury meets lifestyle. If you are obsessed with designer handbags, love luxury items, enjoy traveling, or just want to get a glimpse of my Yorkie Winston, you are in the right place. Today, guys, I am super excited. We might talk a little bit about Louis Vuitton, Chanel, Hermes, or we might not. We are actually going to be doing the Getting to Know You tag. So you all know me as Mandy, the girl who loves the bright, bold, colorful handbags, loves Yorkies, but the whole purpose of this tag is for you to get to know us on a deeper level. And I absolutely love that idea. I have been so fortunate and been able to meet many YouTube creators this year, and I have really enjoyed getting to know everyone better. So when Melissa from the Right Handbag created this tag and tagged me, I was so excited. So thank you so much, Melissa. I truly enjoyed getting to know more about you, even though we talk all the time. There was a couple of things I didn't know, and I'm really excited to share more about myself with each of you. So stick around. All right, guys, the first question. What are 3 foods you don't eat that everyone loves? And I am a little bit of a picky eater, I would say. But what's funny is the husband usually doesn't like most of the same foods I don't. So that was something that really drew us together. I do not eat eggs, seafood, and I hate green beans. One thing about that that's probably crazy is because Josh and I travel so much, I feel like we go to some places in the world that have the best seafood, and everyone's always like, oh, did you eat the seafood? And I'm like, no, I hate seafood. Have I tried eating seafood? I have. I just don't like it. And eggs, I cannot. When I see somebody eating a dippy egg, I want to throw up. I think that is one of the grossest things out there. If you ever meet me in real life, please do not eat a dippy egg in front of me because I cannot. I am so sorry. If you love that, I'm happy for you, but I just cannot get behind it. The next question Melissa wants to know is, what are your favorite ways to exercise? So for me, I really like walking. I am not a runner. I will never be a runner, and I am okay with that. I enjoy walking, and that's fine. I also, even though I haven't done it in a long time, really enjoy yoga. I had a great teacher who did restorative yoga, and I just loved that so much because after I would always feel just so relaxed. I feel like from my work, I'm generally high stress, and being able to escape with some restorative yoga was something that would always truly help me, and something I really need to get back at because I do miss it. So hopefully I can find a new place with some nice classes and get back on that again. I also enjoyed going to do that with my friends as well, not just myself, so that was nice, and hopefully I can pick that back up again. The next question is a fun one. If you had 5,000 US dollars right now to spend on one bag or an assortment of bags, what would you buy? So again, thinking immediately right now, generally, I always have a massive want list of bags, and there's a couple things that stick out right now. If I think of what I would love to buy on the pre-loved market, I don't know that I've ever shared this with you guys, but I would like to purchase one in the $5,000 price range. It would be the Chanel graffiti bag, and it's from Karl Lagerfeld's last collection. I think it's actually titled the Egypt collection, but you all know my great love of graffiti, and I definitely want it to be the one with the pink graffiti on it. So we'll see. I did see one recently and I was looking at it, but the bottom of the bag was bowing, and I just made me a little worried, so I decided against it, but I think about it every day since. And then if I think of something I would want new from store, I absolutely am in love with the Louis Vuitton slim trunk design. And truly, I would prefer to get some sort of special edition bag from that. but I'm also really leaning towards potentially getting it in just a monogram, because I think that would be great for just everyday, any situation use, dressing it up, dressing it down. And I just love that style of the bag. So if I bought that, I'd still have room for one more bag brand new. And then I would also get another Pochette Eva in the monogram design as well. I have it in the mirror monogram and absolutely love it. I love that bag so much. It fits everything great. And I would really like to get it in the damier if I could, but right now they don't have it. I would have to get one on the pre-loved market. So we'll see if any of those bags pan out in the future or near future. Who knows what I'll come up with. The next question, am I a cat or a dog person? So I actually started out probably more of a cat person. I had quite a few cats in my life growing up, and I most recently had a cat, Lynx, for 19 years who passed away. So I decided not to get another cat after that. I just didn't want to deal with the litter box anymore. But I miss her and I miss having cats every day. I wanted a dog for a long time when I moved out and lived on my own. I actually had a Yorkie before Winston. Her name was Daphne. She died just before she was 10 years old. And I've had Winston for about 5 years now. So I'm leaning more towards a dog person now. I don't think I could ever not have a dog. I definitely could never have 0 pets. I can tell you that. You know, growing up, I lived on, I won't call it a farm. I sometimes call it a mini farm. We had just about 14 acres of land with a creek and everything. And my dad always loved animals. I had a horse. I had a pony. We had chickens, ducks. We had a goat. We had peacocks, geese, dogs. We had 3 dogs actually. And we had a whole bunch of cats. I think we had like 5 at one point growing up, and that was cool because I'm one of 4 kids in the family. I have 3 siblings, and we each were able to have our own cat. It wasn't the family cat, so that was really cool. We also had birds. That's something I think about maybe getting another bird again someday, because I did really like that. So I think in general, I'm just an animal person. When I lost my first Yorkie, Daphne, it was shortly after my cat of 19 years passed away, and having no pets here, I couldn't stand it. It was the worst. Are you guys pet people? Or did you not really grow up with pets and you just don't have that in you? So let me know, I'm curious. My next question, I'm actually not able to answer. It's what is my bag of the day? And it is a bag that I have not yet revealed on my channel, so I can't show you guys, but know I have an unboxing coming soon, and I'm very, very excited to share it with you. The next question is, what is your favorite sport to watch? So for me, it's football. I really like watching football. It's something I did growing up with my dad, and something our family was just into. I am a Philadelphia Eagles fan. I live around Philadelphia in the suburbs, so, you know, I am behind them, but I had also grown for a love of the New York Giants, so I do still watch them a little. Now, I don't watch football as much as I used to because my husband is not into any sports. He's much more of a car guy, and I'm a car girl also. I love fast cars especially, but he's just not into it, so I don't watch it as much. It's something I definitely do with my friends still from time to time though. And I've never actually been to a football game, but that's something I would love to do at some point. The next question is a hard one. It's, what's your favorite music genre? And I listen to so many different types of music. I think a fun fact to share with you guys, growing up, my dad was in a country western band. So they would practice at our house every single Thursday night, and I probably know every word to every country song from the 80s and 90s. However, I am not really a country fan. I do have a couple songs that I do really like, but I think just because I heard it so much in my life, it was a little overkill for me, so now I just shy away from it. what I think I love the most is actually very fast music. So for me, I actually listen to a lot of metal, and I know a lot of people are surprised to hear that. I also go to a lot of metal shows with my husband, but I was at Woodstock 99. I've seen Rage Against the Machine quite a few times. I've seen Korn like 5 times. My husband and I just bought tickets to go see Slaughter to Prevail. So that might be shocking to some people, but I also absolutely love rap. And for some reason, the more dirty or gangster rap it is, the more I love it. Some of my favorite artists, though, are probably now I lean much more DMX, I'll love forever. Also, Rick Ross, Meek Mill from Philly, but old Meek Mill. But I think my heart probably lies the most with EDM. I love dance music. I was a raver girl in the 90s. I can't tell you how many raves I've been to, but I think what I noticed the most across all the music is I like the fast music. I like the music that when you're in the car, you know, you're singing and you just want to floor it. So did any of that surprise you guys? Would you go to any of those concerts? Who is your favorite artist? Let me know in the comments below. If there's any new bands you think I should listen to or any new DJs, please comment below. Always looking for new stuff as well. All right, the next question, your favorite movie of all time. For me, I have 4. It's a tie. I can't pick between them. Anytime any of these movies come on, I can watch it no matter what. And it would be Casino, Goodfellas, Scarface, and Sicario. So Robert De Niro is definitely my favorite actor, and Denzel Washington is also a close second behind him. I love all of them. Anything that is mafia related, cartel related, and horror movies all catch my attention. And Josh always makes fun of me because I watch horror movies and then I have nightmares, but I still love them and always watch them. So are you a horror movie person? I feel most people either love them or hate them. There's not really an in-between. So I'm curious to hear about you guys. Let me know in the comments. The next question is a fun one. 5 TV shows you recommend that everyone watch. So for me, I would definitely say The Sopranos. Anytime that's on, I can watch it. Just a great thing. A little disappointed by the ending, if I'm being honest, but I still loved that series. I also love Breaking Bad. I think everybody needs to watch that. I think I've watched that whole series maybe 5 times, but I could definitely watch it again from start to finish. Also, Sons of Anarchy. I didn't really think I was going to like that. I watched it actually after the series had ended, and I'm so glad that I did because then I just binged watched on Netflix, and I was really happy about that I was able to do it. I remember the husband would be at work and I'd be watching it, and then he'd be upset because I'd be watching it without him and be ahead. But I really enjoyed that. I love Game of Thrones also. However, I'm not caught up on House of the Dragon this year, so I decided I'm just going to wait until all the episodes are out so I can just binge it. So don't tell me anything about that. And then another show that Josh and I both really love is actually on Nat Geo. It's called Trafficked, and it's with Maria Van Zeller, or Van Zandt. I'm sorry, I forget her last name, but it's really cool because she goes undercover in the underworld and does all different kinds of stories and all different topics. And I just find that really interesting. So I highly recommend that. I think the new season will be coming on in the fall. So there's a couple seasons that are already out in the past. So definitely something I recommend if you're looking for something new. Number 10, the favorite handbag brand. Well, I don't think this will be a surprise for you guys, but my current favorite brand is Louis Vuitton. I am most drawn to their bags, and I am just a diehard Louis Vuitton girl at heart. I don't think that will change. I wasn't always a Louis Vuitton fan. I truly started out as a Coach girl, and I do still love the Coach brand. I was really heavy into Coach in the early 2000s. And then I kind of shied away a little bit because I wasn't loving their designs as much. And that's really when I started leaning into Louis Vuitton harder. But, you know, Coach has also made a comeback. I have quite a few Coach bags and I love their brand, and I love Louis Vuitton, and I have some Hermes bags as well. But Louis Vuitton is just definitely my favorite for sure. Melissa also said that she had hoped everybody would kind of build on this a little bit. So I have a bonus question, and I asked the husband, I said, what do you think people would be surprised to know about me? And he said that I listen to heavy metal shows and go to the concerts. And I kind of laughed, and because I think that probably may be surprising to some people, but I think just truly the music that I listen to in general, because when I think about my job, I remember when my team members who report to me, they kind of let it slip that they would joke a little bit about me, like, have you ever been in Mandy's car? Did you hear the music she listens to? I guess they were really surprised. It was actually some rap music I was listening to at that time that just surprised them. So I thought that might just be something kind of fun to know. I guess just my playlist overall is surprising to people, but I think there's so many great different kinds of music out there. I can't limit it to only liking one type. And then I would like to tag some people as well that I would like to know more about, because I think this is so great. I really enjoy watching all of these people, and I'm excited to learn more about them. The first person I'd like to tag is Demi from Demi Lux, Yoda from Yoda Style, Deline from Yoshia Lux, Millie from For the Love of Bags, and then Denitra from Denitra and All the Things I Love. Well, guys, if you are new here, thank you so much for joining me today. If you have already subscribed, thank you so much for being a part of my channel and community. I truly appreciate you. And remember, guys, no matter what, there's always room for just one more bag. I'll see you soon. Bye.